behind the curtain here. The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White on the wing along with Okoro. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Jones in at the point guard. Now here's Brown, rebounded by Vucevic. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
It's good.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
And here's Vucevic, following the three-pointer by Derek White. No good from 11 feet. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Pritchard. It's Brown on the wing, covered by Okoro. And it's Brown missing. White the pass to Okoro. Fires it up. Here's Vucevic. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. The Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in.
Number 3, Sam Hauser.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. 4 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. Oh, that's blocked. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Queta. Back to Pritchard. Makes it off the glass. Now upon a really intriguing part of the season, Greg, it seems we've seen enough to give these teams some kind of identity.
I tell you, if teams are still searching for an identity, it's fair to say things probably aren't going well.
And he gets it to go.
You can count on Vucevic to make a few clever handoffs. He sees what's happening at all times.
Outside, White. Back to Brown. And Okoro pulls it down.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Buzelis. Out to the wing. Okoro dishes to White. Here's Jones. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Okoro kicks to White. Pass to Vucevic. Takes a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Jones has got 5.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Back to Brown. Brown with a screen on White. White. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Down low. And there's Buzelis on the assist by Jones.
With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Brown with it. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. Over in the corner, White. And just miss after miss right now. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Chicago leading by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
We've got Chris Boucher, Peyton Pritchard out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Tillman in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's Hauser. He has yet to score. Here's Simons. And he banks in the layup.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
A top 10 pick in 2020, Jalen Smith, Richard, played for 3 teams before his 25th birthday. He's seen a lot.
Yeah, that's such a challenge for a young player. I moved around a bit. It was later in my career. But give Jalen credit. Despite the changes, he is still developing well.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you, Kev.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. No one near Herder as he lets it fly. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 4. Simons surveying the D. Here's Boucher. A three-pointer, no good. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Carter outside. Pass to Smith. Over Pritchard. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got the lead up to 6 now for Chicago.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Changes for Boston. Kate is checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Sam Hauser. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Buzelis is checked in for Patrick Williams. Okoro comes in for Kevin Herter. Kobe White is checked in for Dosunmu. And Jones subbed in for Carter. a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Inside, here's Brown. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Here's Brown. The Bulls getting the bucket. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Smith. Jones for three. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. Pritchard against Jones. Kept alive. Brown with the bounce pass. Boucher sets a screen for Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Bulls leading by 8. And here is a Okoro. Outside, Jones. It's good from long range. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to White. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. And they get it. Kata's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Here's Pritchard. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Now here's Brown. Covered by Okoro. Brown, no good.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Now here's White. Releases from 15, and so it's the Chicago Bulls. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. So what do you do if you're one of those teams down there on the bottom bunk?
First of all, Ernie, you never want to be on the bottom bunk. You know why? Because the guy climbs down and he steps on your arm and he's going. You've never been to summer camp, have you?
Yeah, as long as the bed made out of solid steel, you're all good down there.
No thanks. I'm sorry. I'll pass.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Chicago Bulls.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. That sounds like their offense right now. Clock work.
Speaking of clocks, I think you've had some run-ins with Big Ben Wallace, haven't you?
You mean in London, Big Ben?
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You'll have to like what we've seen from Jones.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And you think about the importance, RJ, of awareness and basketball IQ. What about players who don't have that, but are immensely talented?
Well, they still have to grow their IQ, and that can take time because if you make too many mistakes, it will cap your minutes.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. White on the wing along with Okoro. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's Jones in at the point. Austin with the ball. After the miss from Vucevic. Three-pointer, Pritchard. And no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Pick by Vucevic. To the middle. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vuce. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
Outside, White. Brown outside. His three-pointer's off the mark.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's Vucevic. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A moment now to check out some numbers for Sam Hauser. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Trailing by 17. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Puts it up. Cans the shot with nobody near him. White's got 5 now. Bulls leading by 13. When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
From outside, off the mark. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Pritchard. The 3. White, good. White's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's White. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. And again, no good by Chicago.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Pritchard passes to Keita. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. will make substitution. And while we can, let's find out a little bit about the shooting guards around the league and which of them have had the most assists over the last 10 games. Fifth on the list, Derek White.
And what that group has a great understanding of is the importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, it all starts with ball movement, Greg. And when your off guard has that kind of unselfish mindset that these guys do, it makes a huge difference.
Now here's Jones. 10 points for him. That one goes. Count it. Jones has got 12 points in the game. 1:03 left to play in the third. To the inside. And it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut back down to 8 after they get the basket from Tillman.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Osumu finds Vucevic.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And it's Simons missing.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Pass to Vucevic. Back to Jones. To the wing on the left. Fires the three. And it's Vucevic missing. Celtics trail by 10. A kick out to Brown. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
You know this is coming with Brown. He is a ruthless sniper outside.
Jones looking for an opening.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And we've reached the end of the third. Bulls lead by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And so Simons will bring it up for the Celtics. 9-point game. Peyton Pritchard out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Tillman in at the center. That's the Boston Five. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's Herter. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Bulls lead by 10.
Oh, there is no doubt when Herter pulls up from beyond the arc. 0.
Outside, Simon. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Outside, White. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Pass to Herter. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. checked in for the Celtics. Bruce Ellis has checked in for the Bulls. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Tillman. Pass to Simons. Driving the lane, and the slam dunk by Simons.
Speed kills, and Simons has plenty of it.
Smith outside. And here's Herter. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his third assist on the night.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Here's Tillman. Three-pointer, Simon. Smith there for the rebound. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
So for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Okoro comes in for Kevin Herter. And Jones subbed in for Dosunmu. Celtics trail by 14. Jaylen Brown missed on the three. Chicago's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. White against White. Jones outside. Vucevic trying to get open. Lays it in off the window.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's White. Here's Walsh. Now Pritchard. It misses.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Okoro with it. Brown on him. And he's good on the three ball.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Here's Pritchard. White. And they come back with a three of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bulls.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And here's Vucevic following Jaylen Brown's three. Now White. Okoro with it. Vucevic fires. Jumper is off. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. White outside. Now Pritchard. From outside, no good.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And now, our player of the game.